First, that starts with knowing your target audience, creating a strategy. A lot of people don't create a strategy. I love business. Like, that's my shit. Guys, welcome back to... Hey guys, welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name is Jay Alexis. I am 21 years old. I am the founder and the creator of the Creatives Headquarters. I also do lip fillers. I am a digital marketing branding strategist, and I like to talk, and I like to kind of make videos. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. If you clicked on today's video, then you're here for a business Q&A. I had you guys ask me some questions. We're just gonna go ahead and jump right into it. So grab your snacks, grab your tea, grab your coffee, grab your notes, grab your pen. So the first question that I got asked is, what made me want to start a business personally? I've always loved business. I've always loved the business side of things. Whenever I was younger, my mom and my family used to sit there and say that I should be a lawyer. I like to argue, and I feel like that's kind of on the business side, but I love helping businesses grow with intention. I've actually started a couple businesses myself. Whenever I was younger, I started this brand called Shop Indie. I don't even know what the whole intention was behind that, so that's why that didn't last. But I also started Urban Active, which is still a thing. You can find us on Instagram at URBN Active. That's a brand based on well-being of the mind, body, and soul, and intentional growth from within, and continuing to take an active step every single day to push forward. That brand means something special to me, so I'm not going to just kind of throw it out there, unfinished work. I would kind of consider myself an artist in business, just because I'm very particular about everything that I create, everything that I put out there, everything that I put my name behind, just because I want to make sure it's representing me, and not just representing me, but it's helping somebody else. I want to basically create businesses that'll outlive me and outlive my life, and then also connect others in the process. So I don't know, I've just always been, I love business. That's my shit. Like, yeah. The second question is, what are some things often forgotten about whenever you're starting a business? I would say starting a business with a purpose. What makes you unique? What makes you stand out from others? What makes your clothing brand, your t-shirt brand different from the clothing brand and t-shirt brand down the street? And then not only that, but why are people gonna wanna buy your product over the next product? People don't really sit there and think about that. You need to have a brand identity, yeah. Next would be forgetting to pay yourself, or only paying yourself. I feel as if your business money should be separate from your personal money, just because you want to be able to see the revenue, see the expenses, see the profit, see all those margins, and kind of gauge whether you're making money, whether you're not making money, whether you need to up your prices, whether you're, I don't know, whether you have enough money to sit there and hire on a team or do X, Y, and Z. Just really looking at your numbers is really good, but you won't be able to do that unless you have your business money and your personal money separate. As far as like paying yourself, I feel as if people don't necessarily, like, they'll either, like, let's say you have a client or whatever and they send you money through like Venmo or Zelle or something like that, right? That's in your personal account 9 times out of 10, and that just sits there and you're like, okay, now I have this money to spend. How much of that money needs to go back into your business for the product that you use to sell that? For the product or the good, like the product or the labor used to sit there and sell that product. Does that make sense? Like, how much of that money needs to sit there and go back to making another product to sell another product? Yeah. And then how much needs to go to yourself? How much did you make off of that? I always feel as if you should have a set aside of money from each project, each client, each something, for you and you only, for the business, for your expenses, for taxes. I'm probably forgetting a couple things, but those are just some off the top of my head that you should set aside money for. So like with each transaction, it should be broken down for each thing. So I would say maybe get like percentages. I would say another thing often forgotten about when starting your business is creating a strategy. A lot of people don't create a strategy. They just go out there and they're like, here's this great idea. I'm sorry, Zizi. I'm sorry. A lot of people, they just want to throw their product out there, which is fine, but you have a great product and no one to market to and no one to buy. So it's just kind of like your great product is just sitting out there on a lonely island by itself, and we want to make sure that your product is being sold and your product is being marketed and your product has some sort of strategy to sit there and get it to the right hands and make you some money in the process and make your business some money in the process, you know? But you gotta create a strategy around that. You can't just, oh, I'm gonna start this business and I'm gonna go out there and I'm just gonna do this, this, and this. And then that's that, and people are gonna buy it because it looks good. Yeah, babe, it looks good, but how are people gonna see your shit? Like, who are you marketing to? Okay. Question number 3, how to grow your following and find your target audience on your social media. I would say first that starts with knowing your target audience, engaging with your target audience, and then creating and engaging content for your target audience. You should know your target audience, who they are, where they're located, what age or gender that they fall in, what do they like to do, what's their everyday lifestyle like, how does that pertain to your business, where does your business fit into that. I would say also another thing is doing your market research. This is also something a lot of people forget to do whenever they start their business, but doing your market research on literally whatever industry it is that you're in, just kind of looking at the markets, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work, seeing some trends in the market right now, maybe even some downfalls in the market. Just really doing some in-depth market research will really benefit you in the long run. Question number 4, the best way to build content for your brand with little to no merch. I would say create content based off of your brand identity. So if you're a lifestyle brand, maybe create some lifestyle content of you doing something or behind the scenes of your business doing something. Figure out what types of content you're going to be creating. So whether that be infographics, whether that be photos, figure out the different types of content forms. So whether it be video, whether it be an actual photo. Figure out what platforms you're gonna be on. So whether that be Instagram, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube. I don't know why I said Snap. But I mean, market your business on there too. Why the fuck not? But also creating different content pillars based off of your target audience and marketing to them while staying on brand with your brand identity. So what I mean by that is you should have different content pillars, whether it be content to educate your audience, entertain your audience, so on and so forth. I would say another way to create content for your brand with little to no product or little to no merch is knowing what upcoming launches you have, knowing what products you're gonna sell, knowing what sales or specials you have, knowing the holidays, basing your strategy off of that, and just kind of staying on brand until you do get that product or until you do get that merch, and building up brand awareness until then. Question number 5, how do you sell yourself without overselling or being pushy? I would say not to sell yourself, just be an expert or well-versed in the field or industry or business that you're in, to the point that your clients, consumers, customers trust you, and build up that one-on-one trust with people, and people will listen, because people don't want to be sold to. You don't want to be sold to. Let's just be honest. We hate being sold to. Ooh. Question number 6. How do you know what social media trends to follow that will fit within your brand? I would say social media trends are more versatile than a lot of business owners and entrepreneurs let themselves believe, because if you think about it, a trending sound is going to be a trending sound regardless. Make it trending to your industry. Do what you got to do for your industry, you know? Lower the sound in the talk, do the different points, or maybe do like behind the scenes with that sound on it. I don't know. It's about catering the trend to your industry and your brand versus it just being a trend. Question number 7. How frequently should I make certain types of posts? For example, reels, stories, and grid posts. I would say, first of all, a good rule of thumb is quality over quantity, baby. If you are not posting out quality content, don't post it at all. Just because you're putting content out there, it don't mean nothing. But if it were me, I would be making 3 to 5 posts per week if the content was good and on brand. Their Instagram has about 5 million active users a day. 5% of accounts post once per day. And people are just scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and you're missing out on getting that content out there. Whatever. But if it were me, I would be making 35 posts per week if it was good content and on brand. Yeah, I would probably make 1 or 2 of those a reel and then repurpose that on different platforms. And I would just kind of keep an eye on the analytics, go from there, and yeah, that's just me. That's just me though. Number 8, are hashtags still a thing? Yes, but most people use them incorrectly, and it's 9 times out of 10 working against you guys. Hate to be the bearer of bad news, but y'all aren't using hashtags correctly, and since you guys aren't using hashtags correctly, you guys are just being pushed away. Your content's being pushed away instead of pushed. But yeah. Question number 9. What are some of my business obstacles in running a business and marketing? Yes. No, I'm kidding. This question could be broken up into so many different parts, but I think most people aren't aware of the umbrella term that marketing is and the different stuff that falls underneath it. But I guess to answer this question in the best way possible, I would say one of my biggest obstacles is the fact that digital marketing is forever evolving, so you have to kind of keep up with the market. But I feel like that kind of equates back to any market. So if you look at like stocks and stuff like that, yeah, just kind of, you with it or you with it? I would say another obstacle whenever running a business in marketing is learning to market my services properly and knowing my self-worth whenever it comes to my services and my pricing, even if other people don't. But that's it on the questions. If you guys have any more questions, just let me know. You guys can shoot me a DM on Instagram. I'll probably do another video like this just to probably break down a lot more of these questions. I plan on doing future videos, giving you guys resources, giving you guys kind of different tools, tips, tricks, and just kind of stuff that I've learned along the way. I'll also be doing other videos, but I definitely want to make this whole business sit down segment part of my channel. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Again, thank you so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, shoot me a DM on Instagram at jalexism on Instagram, or you can shoot the agency a DM at the Creatives HQ, the Creatives with the S. Okay, so yeah, again, thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys soon. So yeah.